We,
Thank you, Guruji.
we need to see from shloka number 66. Yeah, 66 we have seen. We need to see from shloka number 67. So what is going on here? Varahi Devi is being explained. So we have seen so many avaranas, so many enclosures that enclose, the Ambal's avarana. We have seen that Varahi Devi is present in between an enclosure made up of pearl, muttu, and emerald, maragatam. So in between those two enclosures, there is a palm groove. There is a palm groove, and in the middle of that palm groove, Varahi Devi is present. So in shloka number 65, Varahi Devi's description has started. Varahi Devi's description has started from shloka number 65. Varahi Devi's, Varahi Devi's yantram is Bindu Trikona Vartula Shatasra Vrittadvayanvite Chakre Sancharini. I know Varahi Ambal's yantram is described, and Sancharini Dashottara Shatarna Manujala Kamala Kalahamsi. And Varahi Devi's mantram is also said in shloka number 65. Dashottara Shatarna. 10, 10 plus 100. So 110 lettered mantra. Normally, we don't say mantra, we don't say out the mantra aloud. Mantras are normally described by the number of letters they have. Panchakshari, Shadakshari, like that. In the same way, Varahi Ambal's mantra, here it says 110 lettered mantra. But in practice, people who are practicing Sri Vidya Upasakas, they will know that, some bijas are added before and some bijas are added later. So in actuality, when they give mantra diksha, the number of bija aksharas little bit more than 110. But here 110 lettered mantras being spoken about. And from shloka number 66, the physical, the sthula sharira of Varahi is being talked about. Kolavadana, Kusheshayanayana, Kokari Mandita Shikanda, Santapta Kanchanaba, Sandhyaruna Chela Samvrita Nidamba. Kolavadana, Ambal is having Varaha Mukam, Kusheshayanayana. Ambal's eyes are as beautiful as the lotus. Ambal is lotus eyed. Kokari Mandita Shikanda. Ambal is having Chandran on her Shikha, Chandran on her Jata. So Kolavadana, Kushesha Nayana, Chandrari Mandita Shikhanda. Ambal is having, Chandran on her forehead, and then Samdapta Kanchanaba, Sandhyaruna Chela, excuse me, Sandhyaruna Chela Samvrita Nidamba. Ambal is wearing bright red color dress, here says. And in the next shloka, shloka number 67 also, Ambal's physical swarupam is being described. Hala Musala, Shankar, Chakra Ankusha, Pasha, Abhaya, Varaspurita Hasta. Ambal is having how many hands? 8 hands are there. And all the ayudams in the 8 hands are being described. Hala, Musala. Hala means this ayudam. I hope you all can see. This ayudam in Tamil we call it as kalappai, air kalappai. I don't know in English or in Hindi, but this ayudam is called as halayudam. The one that Balarama has in his hand, the ayudam, the weapon that Balarama has in his hand. That is also halaidam, hala. And then musala. Musala means, தமிழ்ல வந்து முசல மீன்ஸ் இந்த இடிக்கிறதுக்கெல்லாம் ஒன்று வச்சுப்பா இல்லையா, அதுக்கு பேர் தான் முசலை. அதாவது உலக்கை அப்படின்னு நம்ம தமிழ்ல சொல்லுவோம். உலக்கைக்கு பேர் தான் முசலை. ஐ டோன்ட் நோ இன் English or in Hindi. But this ayudam, it looks like a very long stick, and then normally people use this to pound rice. That ayudam is called as musala. So hala musala, and then what are the other ayudams she has? Hala musala, shanka chakra, shanka and chakra. She is having a shanka and chakra, and Ankusha Pasha. She is having an Ankusham on her hand, and then Pasha. Pasham and Ankusham is what Lalita Parameshwari also has in her hand. So Hala Musala, Shanka Chakra, Ankusha Pasha, and then Abhaya Varaspurita. She is having an Abhaya Hasta. Abhaya Hasta is this hand. I hope you guys all can see my mouse pointer. This hand is called as Abhaya Hasta, and this downward facing hand is called as Varada Hasta. She is having all these ayudams on her hand. And the next shloka, shloka number 68, the features of Varahi is being spoken about. Dhurtanam atidura, Varta Seshavalagna Kamaniya, Artali Shubhadatri, Vartali Bhavatu Vanchidartadaya. Here, Turtanam Atidura. Ambal is so far away from the wrongdoers. Meaning, if you are a wrongdoer, then you cannot attain Ambal. You cannot attain the Siddhi of Ambal's mantra. So, only for people who are righteous in nature, Ambal shows herself. So, Durtanam Atidura, Varta Seshavalagna Gamaniya. Ambal is so beautiful, and Ambal's waist is so slender. Varta Seshavalagna Gamaniya. Artali Shubhadatri. Artha means people who want things, people who don't have, and people who want things are called as Artha. Arthanam Artihantracha Bhitanam Bhitanashanam. And all we all see, right? Artha Bhakti, Chaturvito Bhajanto Mam, Arti, Artharti, and all. Even Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. So Artha means people who need. Arthanam Shubhadatri. People who are in need. Ambal gives Shubham. Ambal gives Mangalam to all those people. Vartali Bhavatu Vanchidartadaya. Ambal's name is called as Vartali. Let that Vartali be Vanchidartadaya Bhavatu, be the bestower of things what I need. Bestower of what I need. Let that Vartali be, let that Varahi be giving. Meaning what? Let her bless whatever I want, says the shloka. Shloka number 69. Not only Varahi Devi, but Varahi Devi is surrounded by a lot of yoginis. Varahi Devi is surrounded by a lot of Bhairavas, and they are being indicated in this shloka. Tasyaha parito devihi swapneshi unmatta bhairavi mukhya. Swapnesh unmatta bhairavi mukhya is there. So it should be split as swapneshi unmatta bhairavi mukhyaha Pranamata Jambhinyadhyaha Bhairava Vargamscha Hetuka Pramukan. Varahi Devi is surrounded by Devis such as Swapneshi. There is a mantra called as Swapana Varahi mantra. These are the Anga Devis of Varahi. So Swapneshi and Unmatta Bhairavi. There is also a lot of Bhairavis are there. Bhairavas and Bhairavis are there surrounding Varahi Devi, and Bhairavi starting from Unmatta Bhairavi. So these are, you can kind of imagine them as attendants of Varahi. They are not attendants of Varahi. People who are initiated into Sri Vidya, people who got Varahi Diksha, they will know. These are the Anga Devi, Anga and Pratyanga Devis of Varahi. When they give Varahi mantra, they will not only give the mantra of Varahi, but then they will give Anga Devi and Pratyanga Devi, Upanga Devi, Anga Devi, Upanga, and Pratyanga Devi of Varahi. So all these people are there. And Pranamata Jambinyadhyaha. There is a Devi called as Jambini. There are a lot of Devis surrounding Varahi. People who got the Varahi mantra, they will know. Jambe Jambini Namaha, Mohe Mohini, Stambe Stambini, Ande Andini, Runde Rundini. So Jambini, Mohini, Stambini, Andini, Rundini. So these are 5 yoginis that are associated with Varahi. So Pranamata Jambinyadhyaha means Ambal is being worshipped by yoginis such as Jambini. Not only Jambini yogini, but she is also worshipped by Bhairava Vargams Chahetuka Pramukhan. There are 11, there are 10 Bhairavas. There are 10 Bhairavas like Hetuka, Tripurantaka, Vetala, Agnijihva, Kalantaka, Kapala, Ekapata, Bhimarupa, Malaya, and Hatakeshwara. These are the 10 Bhairavas that are surrounding Varahi Devi. See, all these things we will know only if we take to Sri Vidya Upasana, only if we get those mantra diksha. And even then, people will not give you Varahi mantra diksha just like that. You have to, it starts with Guru Paduka, Mahaganapati, Bala, and then you have to go and then you have to chant lot of mantras. Only then Varahi mantra will be given to you. But by reading the shloka, you don't have to go through all those things. Just by reading Arya Dwisati, whatever benefits you will get by chanting all those mantras, you are worshipping all those devatas just by chanting Arya Dwishati. That is the beauty of Arya Dwishati. That is why Mahapariva says Arya Dwishati or our Lalita Stavaratnam is one of the 3 very important stutis of Ambal Parameshwari. உத்தமமான ஸ்துதிகள் 3 அப்படின்னு தெய்வத்தின் குரல்ல மகாபெரிவாலே சொல்றா. Why? Because if you have to go through the mantropasana route, it will take us a lot of time. It also comes along with its own do's and don'ts. If you are doing this, you have to do it in a proper way. But here, you can just chant and enjoy the beauty of Ambal Srinagaram. That is why this shloka is very, very important. Varahi Devi is a very central figure in Sri Vidyopasana. There is a Upanishad called as Bhavanopanishad. In fact, Bhavanopanishad basically says Sri Chakra is not outside, but whole body is Sri Chakra. Deho tena navarandhra rupo dehaha navashakti swarupam Sri Chakram Varahi Pitru Rupa Kurukulla Bali Devata Mata Purushartha Sagaraha Deho Navaratna Dvipaha. Your whole body is Sri Chakram. Sri Chakram, it has got 9 avaranas, right? Navavaranas are there, and all the 9 avaranas are present in your own body. And for that sadhaka, Varahi is like that father figure. Varahi Pitru Rupa Kurukulla Balidevata Mata. There is going to be a Devi called as Kurukulla. She is going to come in Arya Dushyati as well later. And Kurukulla Devi is like Mata for a sadhaka. Kurukulla, Kuleshwari, even Lalita Sahasranama, the name Kurukulla comes. So Kurukulla is like Mata. Varahi Devi is like Pita. Pita means father figure for all the Sri Vidyopasakas. Varahi Devi will protect not only Sri Vidyopasakas, all the Ambal's Bhaktas, they will be protected by Varahi Devi. And we will go to shloka number 70, where another avarana, another enclosure is being explained. Purvokta Sankhya Yojana Dure Pushamsu Puyamshu Patalastasya Vidravayatu Madartim Vidrumasalo Vishankatadwaraha. And after coral, after emerald, emerald is Maragata. After Maragata, the next enclosure is made up of coral. Coral means pavalam. Pavalam, like Vidruma, means pavalam. So Vidruma, the enclosure made up of coral wall, a wall made up of coral stone is there, and let that be Vidrumashalo Vidravayatu Madartim Vidrumashalo Vishankatadvaraha. Let there Pavala Kotai, let that coral compound fulfill all my needs. Madartim Vidravayatu. Let that dispel all my needs, we pray. And then who is present in between the emerald and coral? It is going to come. Avaranayoho aharnisham antarabhumau prakashashalinyam asinam ambujasanam abhinava sindura gauram ahamide. In between the emerald and coral avarana, in between the emerald and coral enclosure, Brahmaji, that is Chaturmukha Brahma, husband of Saraswati, Mr. Saraswati. No, Chaturmukha Brahma, husband of Saraswati, is present in there. Asinam Ambujasanam. Brahmaji is called as Ambujasana because he is sitting on the lotus. Right? Brahma normally sits on the lotus. Asinam Ambujasanam. And what is the color of Brahma? Even Brahma has got a slight red tinge. Normally, Brahma is described as one who has got golden color or white color. But because he is present in between the coral avarana, the color of coral, the color of pavalam is red, right? So that gets reflected in Brahma's color because it is pure white. If you place a bright red stone in front of white, the red color is going to get reflected in pure white or in golden color, right? So that becomes like nice reddish hue. Abhinava Sindura Gauram Ahaminde. And after Brahma, after that avarana, after that coral avarana, what is there? Varanasya tasya marudayojanatayoho vipula gopura dvaraha salo nanaratnaihi sanghaditanga krishishtam adabishtam. After this coral avarana, nanaratnaihi, the navaratnam, navaratnam, it can be many ratna because it does not say navaratnam, it says nana ratnaihi. So a lot of other ratnams are there, vairam, vaiduryam, gometakam, lot of other precious gems, semi-precious gems. There is a wall made up of all those precious and semi-precious gems, and let that wall krishishta madabishtam, let that wall fulfill all my wishes, we pray. And who is going to be present in between these two avarana, that is coral and navaratna avarana, we will have to see in the next class. With this, we will finish today's class. Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.